This beast is a Drew 64 and it's got a side door. Hi, I'm Gabriel. My family have been manufacturing, designing and selling stoves over 3 generations. This channel is devoted to all things stove and fire related. We make reviews, information videos and how-tos. Check them out and leave me a comment. And if you'd like to see more, please like and subscribe. Drew have a relatively small range, but a really important one, particularly as stoves become almost universally steel with contemporary looks and relatively small outputs. Drew started in 1754 and is one of the oldest industrial companies in the Netherlands. They make 5 different types: the Drew 44 multi-fuel, the Drew 55 wood, this Drew 64 wood, and then the biggest, the Drew 78 wood. They also make a Drew 78 multi-fuel as well. Both the Drew 44 multi-fuel and the Drew 78 multi-fuel have a riddling grate system. The others are wood-burning stoves, but they do still have a grate and an ash pan. They also have removable handles. This is a big beast, so you've got to expect to use a little bit more fuel when you're lighting it or whatever, when you're fueling it, when you're using it just in general. Some kindling, and a fire lighter on top of that. Open both vents fully, and I'll tend to just put the handle on the latch. There's a lot to heat up, but it was up to temperature in 25 minutes. Well, I'm surprised to say, particularly given how big this monstrous thing is, that I haven't cleaned the glass once, and it's tested as high as 81% efficient, and even the biggest version is eco-design. So, yeah, they're clean. Well, comes with a removable handle, which obviously doesn't get hot. You've also got a tool for the ash pan, which just latches in and works great. And finally, you've got this ash scraper and that little door that opens up for you to pull the ash in. Initially that sounds sort of basic, but it just works well. I know it's not, super clever, but it just does its job. The door's latches are really nice and solid. You can feel that quality clunk, which is really nice. Same on the ash pan door, and obviously the side door is the most exciting thing. How many stoves have a side door? Brilliant. The controls are controlled from beneath here. Now, this left-hand side one is the primary air, so air from below. You'd only really use that when you were lighting the stove. Once it's up to temperature, you close that pretty quick. You've then got your secondary control, which is keeping the glass clean and doing a very good job. And you've also, and it works quite well, you've also got air coming in from the back. You can't control that, that's about maintaining clean emissions. But when you load it up like this and shut it down, you can easily get it to run it overnight. We test fuel economy by getting the stove up to temperature and then burning a single net of kiln-dried logs on it to see how long it will maintain operating temperature. Now, I'm sure this stove was assisted by the fact that it is 200 kilos of cast iron, so it's going to stay hot for a long time. But it ran for almost 6 hours. You've then got to consider the fact that it's 12 kilowatt maximum output, so it's double the power of most things, so it's going to use double the fuel. So if you use 2 bags, which is probably an equivalent test, it's hitting at nearly 12 hours. Oh, and I forgot to say, If you stack it up and stack the logs quite tightly, you can shut it down and it will run for a similar amount of time, sort of 10, 12 hours on that load of logs as well. I'm not entirely convinced by the little flap ashpan door thing. I just think, I mean, it works well, but am I just going to get fed up with it and sort of shove it out of the way or lose it or something? But other than that, it's a really lovely fin. It looks quality, it feels quality, it burns beautifully. This is like getting a lorry to perform like a VW Golf. 79 to 81% efficiency from an utter monster. It's incredible.